Yo, what's up guys? It's Retals and I'm back. You guys recently sent me questions on a Twitter Q&A, which will be right here in between my fingers. And I am here to answer them. I picked about 15 to 20 of my favorite ones, put some NRG championships in the background. Don't want to talk about it, okay? I really don't. I don't want to talk about it at all. And I hope you guys enjoy. Hope I answered the good ones, and I will see you in the video. Yo, what's up guys? And today I have a little Q&A back with YouTube. Holy, it's been a while. I took a little 2-week break. I was really busy, but back. I think you guys should be seeing this on like the 6th or the 7th, something like that. But I asked Twitter to give me a bunch of questions, and I just have a random replay in the back right now. Asked Twitter to give me a bunch of questions for this. Ended up with like 200 comments. Obviously, I can't do all those. Got about 15 that I narrowed it down to that I would like to answer because I've been asked a lot. And yeah, we will start with number 1. If you didn't do Rocket League, what would you be doing? I, as some of you guys know, graduated from high school about 3 months ago, and had decent enough grades. All my buddies went off to college, and I probably would be at James Madison right now if without Rocket League, but obviously I would not change my situation for the world. So that is where I am right now, still at home. Maybe an apartment or a house is in the works soon in the next year or so, but nothing concrete yet.
You what, mate?
Number 2. From your point of view as a player, what are some areas your coaches, present and previous, have helped you improve? And this is actually a question that I wanted to be asked. I've wanted to answer this for a while because I have had 2 coaches that did 2 different things. One, Moopy, my old coach with Peeps and Pittsburgh Knights, was good on me with mentality. And my other one, my current coach, Chrome, has helped me with a lot of gameplay errors or issues that I've had in the past. And I will say there's a question coming up about this near the end, but there are a lot of coaches in this game that do nothing, and there is nothing that I would trade for those 2 coaches that helped me shape the player that I am today. Number 3, what 2 players from any region besides NA would you like to team with? Could be from 2 different regions. This question was an interesting one, and I don't want to be the basic, oh yeah, Astral and Monkey Moon, like it's just so boring. So number 1 would like apparently Jack from Dignitas. He is someone that I respect a lot. I like his playstyle, I like his mentality. He's got good grind, he's a good kid, I like him a lot. And number 2, I would have to go with, I'm going to take Yanks from South America. He is someone that has been kind of brewing up the scene recently. He's one of the most mechanical players I've ever played with, and he's very talented. So Appjack and Yanks are my 2 picks for if I had to pick a team other than North American players. Where would you want RLCS LAN to be at? This is an interesting question as well. Obviously with COVID, there was a lot of things canceled, and nothing anyone can do about that. Obviously, we're in a pretty fortunate situation with esports that we can still continue our job, although it's online. A few places that I really want to visit after or before I retire, Paris being one. That is my answer for this question. I really want to go back to Europe. I've been to Montreal, Valencia, and Madrid. I just called Montreal Europe. Alright, Valencia and Madrid. I've only been to Spain. I really want to go to like Greece and Italy, and we'll see what happens by this next season. Hopefully we'll have our lands back with COVID kind of settling down a little bit. Do you think there will be a new NA top 6 in Season 11 or the same as Season 10? And this is actually a great question. I think that the top 5 teams, and I can say this now, First Killer has been announced about an hour before recording this video. I think us, NRG, and FaZe will be top 3. Interchangeable. Anyone can beat anyone on their day. I think Envy and G2 will be 4 and 5. And then that 6th spot, I think, is completely open. I don't think Rogue will have it, so yes, I think the top 6 will be different. I think that 6th place spot could either be True Neutral, South American guys, Xset, they just picked up Percy, who's a great player, and I think KCP is probably the lead runner for that 6th spot. They're a very talented roster. They didn't switch from last season. I think they will probably get that 6th spot if I had to guess, but yeah, it's going to be a battle for sure. How much do you make? This question has been asked by every Rocket League fan ever, and I've answered it a few times on my stream and on Twitter, but most, I will just speak for the top 6 pros. I'm not going to say specific names or prices or teams, but most pros, or no, every pro in the top 6 makes 6 figures just off of their salary. So you can combine that with their prize earnings. I think in Season X, SSG, so individually me, Arsenal, and Sipical all made about 90 grand, I think, just from the 9 months of Season X. And then plus Twitch and YouTube and everything, so, and off-season tournaments. So combine all that, you know, you guys can do the math. It's a lot of money. I don't know if I'll ever make this money again in my life, so I will make sure to appreciate it. Would you rather see first Adries on G2? Of course, the move was already made, but just for speculation. So I've talked to the G2 boys. I've talked to First Killer a little bit. The move makes no sense to me, I'll be honest. I think First Killer was a little influenced by the FaZe name, because if First Killer joins G2, I think that is the best team in the world, no debate. I don't think it's close. They would be ridiculously talented. It doesn't make sense to me, because the system that G2 plays, First Killer would fit in there absolutely perfectly. He would get the ball as much as he wanted. He would get to shoot the ball as much as he wanted. It would be perfect for him. And joining FaZe, having to share the ball with AJ, who loves his solo plays, it doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, maybe there's some contract stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about. So there's not too much I can say about that. Would you leave SSG if you got a big offer? I've also answered this question a few times on Twitch, but no. Obviously, everyone says they wouldn't leave their team. It's just what you say, but truly, this is like my dream team. I've wanted this for years now, and there aren't 2 players that I think I would fit better with. I think after this season, we're going to show that we're going to be the best team in the world. So I hope to prove to you guys that I'm being genuine about this. Like, really, I have 2 of the biggest grinders as teammates. They want to improve more than anyone else in the scene, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. How did you and SSG feel about losing in the finals against NRG? The first series was closed. This is a question I've kind of avoided. Put some NRG championships in the background. Don't want to talk about it. Okay, I really don't want to talk about it at all. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm a pretty prideful guy. I care a lot, especially about this esport, and I am very confident about myself and my team. And to put it pretty blandly, NRG played amazing Rocket League. We played horrible Rocket League. They proved that they're the better team. I think their consistency throughout the season was unmatched, only by BDS, who's in a horrible region. Kidding. A region that's not as good as North America. Garrett and Justin are probably 2 of the best 3 players in North America, and Squishy played a great support role the whole season, so they deserved every bit of success that they got. Are you happy with what you've accomplished, or do you want more? No one is ever happy with what they've got. I bet even Turbo's not even happy if you were to retire today. I want a world championship beforehand, and hopefully a few other LAN victories. LAN victories just, I can't even explain it. Someone who's won a LAN would know the feeling, but anyone else, it's unexplainable. It is you feel like you're on a cloud. It's like euphoric almost. So that is what I want. I want a world championship beforehand. I want my legacy kind of cemented. But until then, I'm not retiring. And I know it's kind of the cheesy Garrett quote, but truly, I'm not done until I get that world champion. Who we beefing with this season? Again, anyone who knows me knows I love my drama. And my number one answer to this question is Envy. Not very close with the players, and they have some absolute ratty management. I won't go into detail, but I am very glad I didn't join that org when I tried out with them about 1.5 years ago. And yeah, I'll keep my simple and plain answer because I don't want to get fined. But their management has some flaws. how important is coaching at the RLCS level? And this is the answer or the question I kind of foreshadowed at the beginning. There are, I'd say about 80% of coaches are glorified managers that don't really do anything except set up scrims and collect a paycheck. However, there is that 20%, including Chrome, and he is honestly a fourth teammate. He does just as much as Misa or Arsenal. I don't think anyone understands how much he helps our team, and without him, it would be way harder to improve and compete like we do. What's your favorite thing about Space Station? And this is, again, something I kind of answered with would I join anyone else, but I have two of the biggest grinders and two of the people who care the most about the game compared to any other pro, and they day in and day out want to improve, and I love it. It's just something that I've never been able to receive with any other team. I've always had teammates that, kind of brush it off and don't really care that much about scrims and improving, and it feels great to have two people that care just as much as I do. Besides you and the rest of SSG, what NA pro do you think might win a world championship one day? And this is actually my last question. Obviously, I could be boring and go with the first killer or the J-Naps because he's never won a Worlds. I could go with that answer. Not going to be boring again. I think Beast Mode is actually the person I have for this. I'm actually a huge fan of this kid. I think he's 16, 15. He carries himself so maturely compared to people his age. It kind of reminds me of old Sip. He's very humble about his progress and achievements as a player. I don't think anyone has kind of done what he's done at his age. I think he has solidified himself as a top 10 player in North America. I honestly wish the absolute best for him. There's a reason why I'll never trash talk or anything to KCP. He is one of my favorite pros in the scene, truly. And that will conclude this Q&A. I thank you guys for sending in the questions, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.